What is up, guys? Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic content up ahead. Today we are checking out MCM Archive Stay Up Latte. Now, if you guys don't know what MCM is, this is for Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic Murray Costume Manor Archive. So we're going to be seeing something of Edwin, or we're going to be seeing, I don't even know. Apparently, this is recovered footage from the archive of the inventor Edwin Murray, digitally restored for archival purposes. Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic is available June 13th. Here we go. Yep. Well, you know what? We're gonna watch it first before I start pausing everywhere, because you know we gotta find the secrets. What is this? Oh, they got subtitles. Subtitles.
You look terrible.
What is? Don't that remind you of the one time SpongeBob was like actors, and then like the mouth appeared over his face? What the hell? What the hell? Are those Edwin Costume Manor photos in the background? From Murray's? What? Murray's. Of course, the coffee machine is a robot. Is the Mimic program inside of the coffee machines too? Watching and learning, so that implies that Edwin put like the Mimic program pretty much inside of everything. No wonder why Fazbear Corporation wants it so bad. Oh my god, what are these pictures? He's got bags under his eyes. That's the Murray's difference? Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. Dude, I love it. I love it. We're getting actual promotion for the game. But y'all know, since it's a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer, we're gonna have to lock in and figure out what the hell all this other text is saying. So if we start out with 0.0 seconds, it says picture start, MCM Universal Leader? MCM Universal Leader. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. I don't know if that's just a company that's making these little animations for the companies. Splice here. Y'all gonna have to explain what that means. MCM Film Archives, Edwin Murray 411-1007 or 1007. So, okay, so Edwin's got, I don't know if I was supposed to take this literally, but Edwin's apparently got like this like film company. He's got this coffee company, and he's also injecting, I think that's what this story was trying to tell us. He's injecting the Mimic program even into small little coffee machines. And you've seen that the coffee machine was talking about, oh, I know what you want better than you do, which should be a sign that this program is messed up, but Fazbear Corporation don't listen to messed up programming. All right, I'm gonna keep skipping until I find the next little pictures so I don't sit here talking for too long. Okay, never mind. It looks like I don't have to look that deep into it because I made the proper judgment to go look at Johnny Blocks instead so I don't miss anything. And Johnny Blocks has posted every single like image that has appeared throughout the trailer. So we're gonna start on this one. Oh, I like how the OBS is giving it a nice little seal on the screen. Perfect. So I don't know why the hell Fazbear Corporation, because I'm gonna assume it's Fazbear Corporation. Fazbear Corporation like redid the footage with the mouths like that. I have no idea. I don't know if that's like usually how a company digitally restores footage, but enough of all that. In the background, it looks like, and I don't think there's a good way to get this to where we can actually see it perfectly. If there is, let me know in the comments. But in the background, I can only assume there is like just another screenshot of Edwin's costume manor. We can't really make up much of it, but if I have to make a a guess, this looks like some sort of like conveyor belt type of room, because it looks like there's like a lot of trash over here. But I don't know, this can easily just be like an outside shot of like by the garages and stuff, or this could be just like some sort of conveyor belt area, because I'm just looking at a bunch of stuff on a belt right here. Next image, it looks like it could be connected to the same room. I don't know, this could actually be some sort of office cubicle, because I'm looking at like some sort of like square right here and like some walls, and it looks like there's a desk here. So either we're looking at an office cubicle or we're looking at a conveyor belt area. But then you gotta wonder like what's inside of these conveyor belt areas, like and why are they hiding them so well if it's like a conveyor belt area with like all kinds of Edwin costume manor stuff. You know, I'm gonna make the assumption that it's like a conveyor belt area when I say this next theory of mine. What if this is like the room? What if these two images are the rooms where we're gonna like probably see like some iconic costumes from like the Fazbear and MCM collaborations? Like, what, maybe this is gonna be the room where we see like parts of Fredbear being put on a conveyor belt, so then he'll later become Fredbear, since this is set B. If I'm correct, this is set before FNAF 4's events. Where we see Fredbear and stuff. Yeah, 1983. This is set before 1983, so I'm assuming this is probably like the Fredbear / Spring Bonnie building progress type of area right here. Maybe, possibly, I'm just spitballing. All right, the next image that we got, it appears that we're looking at an animatronic. A lot of these comments on Johnny Blox's post is saying that this is a new look at Dollie, but honestly, I don't even see how we can see that it's Dollie. Actually, I can see how it's Dollie, but I mean, like, I don't see how we can literally see that it's Dollie, because these images are kind of a little too vague. Like, if Steel Wool, if y'all are gonna give us some images to look at, I wish y'all would like let us do the Scott Cawthon method and just brighten them up so we can get like the full thing that we're eating here. But it's also good to be vague about it, so you don't know too much before the game comes out. But anyway, yeah. Apparently this is like a new shot of Dollie. Now, the way that Dollie is posed is kind of making me ask some questions. Are we going to be seeing some classic Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay in here? Because, you know, this game is like free roam, walk around. Well, I don't know if free roam is the right term, but like it's a survival horror game where you're like walking around throwing traps and stuff at enemies so they can walk into them or be distracted. So it's kind of weird that they have Dollie positioned like this. Are we going to be seeing some classic Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay? And this is like one of the camera shots of Dollie before she gets close to the office, or when she enters the hallway that you are currently in for the office. Because that would be cool if we're gonna mix some classic elements of you know, OG Five Nights at Freddy's in here. Now I don't know what the room behind Dollie is, but it looks like there's like I'm assuming this is like a door, because it looks like one of those little white door signs you like you have like a little notice like warning, don't go beyond this point type of door. So yeah, maybe this is like Dollie trying to like sneak into your security office, and it looks like Dollie is looking directly at the damn camera too, and you know that's a Five Nights at Freddy's trait. So yeah, I don't know, this is just Dollie trying their hardest to be intimidating. And here is the final image, MCM Film Archives by Edwin Murray, 411-1007. So yeah, it looks like Edwin is not just a costume manor guy. It looks like, or I don't know if this is just Edwin's like little copyright thing for his films inside of the costume manor, or that the costume manor is also doing like little short films for like other companies like Fazbear Corporation. Like if Fazbear Corporation has like the Fredbear suit like in an animated movie or something like that, maybe MCM Film Archives will be like the ones filming it and copywriting it and stuff. But it's kind of cool to think that Edwin may, like, what I'm trying to say here is I think it's pretty cool that Edwin may have like other side businesses and other business ventures. Like if this MCM Film Archive shit is like a movie thing, it's cool that he's making his bands making little films based on the costumes that he makes. And if Murray's Coffee is actually like a thing and not a joke inside of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe, it's cool that he's making his own coffee, and pretty cool that he's automating his other businesses using the Mimic program. You know what? Now that I say that, that's probably exactly why Fazbear Corporation wants the Mimic program. Think about a robot that can sit there and learn and do different things. If you put like a Mimic program in a movie MCM film type of thing, maybe the Mimic program will start making movies on its own, and then Fazbear Corporation can sit there and make money. I know, scummy AI type of shit, but you know, this is something that a corporation would think about just to make more money. Like, yeah, you can have like Fazbear's Coffee, and then a little Freddy Fazbear robot sitting there saying, "I know what you want better than you do," and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's all about automation. That's what Fazbear's Corporation is out for. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the trailer. I'm still pretty curious on how all of this is going to tie into the main lore. Like, I don't know if they're gonna be like, the Mimic was always there in the background. I don't know if they're gonna sweep the rug from under us and try to take the blame away from Afton with the missing children's incident and say that the Mimic actually killed all the kids. I don't really know what the point is going back in time. Well, I guess the point going back in time is to figure out how the Mimic got to where it was, but I wonder if there's gonna be any other heavy-hitting story elements, because the game is called Secret of the Mimic. Now, that could just be the Mimic program itself. Like, you know, it can just go into different things, and that's the Mimic's secret. It can just go into different technology and just insert itself in there and just stay there and be hidden, and you would think it's dead, but it's actually not. And this Mimic problem is actually bigger than we think. But I don't know. I don't know how this is going to be a huge setup for like either the next game in the present timeline, or like how this is actually going to set some crazy past story elements that's going to make us look at the story completely different. I don't know. Sorry, I've been talking for 11 minutes here. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to not yap too much, but this game is really making my theorist mind or my theorist brain kind of tickle a bit. Let me know what you guys think. Is this game gonna have some crazy lore repercussions on the past, or is it gonna have some crazy lore consequences in the future, or the future/present FNAF games? Let me know what you guys think. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.